It's an awesome day to you, our lovely and smart real estate investors, both at home and also in diaspora. I hope you all are doing well today. I'm super delighted to welcome you to Property Matters here on YouTube. In case you're coming across this channel for the first time, this will discuss everything you need to know about real estate investment. In case you're looking forward to do a safe, genuine, and of course, profitable real estate investment, this is where you get all the investment guides, tips, explanation, analysis, market strategies, market structure. We've done an extensive play on Ekpe, Ibeju Lekki, Aja, Shombutedo, Shortlet, off plan. We've done an extensive playlist on how to verify land documents all by yourself, how to identify a manipulative real estate developer. We've done so much on property matters. So if you're just seeing this channel for the first time, I want to say a very big congratulations, because this is where you will get undiluted real estate information here. So do well to subscribe to this channel. Help us reach as many Nigerians as possible. We know a lot of people are working so hard, and our concern is for you not to lose a penny in any kind of investment you do. More importantly, real estate investment. I will see you immediately after the short timeout. It's an awesome day to you, our smart, intelligent, and of course, beautiful and handsome investors, both in Nigeria and also in diaspora. I'm here to give you guys a development update here at his glory court, Bolorum Pelu axis of Ibeju Lekki. And of course, I told you people well that Elenogbe axis of Ibeju Lekki is just 20 minutes away from the proposed international airport. So a very big congratulations to everybody who keyed in. Okay, so a lot of people have been asking, where is the his glory court? We heard his glory court is sold out. Yes, that's the asset that you can see. It's sold out. We are ready for allocation. As you can see, we've done the clearing. Everybody is looking beautiful. So the extension is just way beside us there. Please just show them it's just here. Okay, so we are going to clear and make it ready. And of course, like we said, the extension of yes, okay, so that's the proposed road that connects you to Badore and also to the proposed Fort Milan Bridge. So the beautiful thing right now is that the extension, we only have just 20 plots here. So it's a case of fastest finger. The title is Gazette. We have confirmed it. Of course, document is ready for anybody who wants to do verification. So congratulations for those who key into the Isgore court, and of course for those who will key in into the extension, bigger congratulations. So for more information on its glory court, contact the number below the caption of this video, and of course, as you can see, we'll bring you for inspection. Have a nice day. You're welcome back. So like I said, this is where we do everything about real estate. So I'm so delighted to be on your screen today, doing what I know how to do best, educating you, informing you about real estate investment tips and guide, how to identify a manipulative real estate developer. Let me say this on the show so that I will not be misquoted. No, I'm not saying all real estate developers are fraudulent. No, don't misquote me. All I'm saying basically is that I've witnessed a lot of fraudulent investments that a lot of people have done, and of course they are not aware. We know the way many people work. I know how hard many people work, do shifts, do run 2 or 3 jobs to raise funds, and it would be very unfair raising all this fund and putting in an investment that turns out to be fake, or the way things is being done in Nigeria. So that's the essence of property matters. This is what will come online. Our job basically is to share light, tell you. Like I said, we are not scared of anybody. Thank God we're not mentioning anybody's name. But our job basically is to make you understand that these manipulations, these things that happen in these industries is possible, and we want to guide you. And that's why sometimes, I was saying it previously that if you want to do a real estate investment, you need to do it through somebody that has the experience. Of course, everything we've done here is not to undermine anybody or to paint anybody back. No, we are opening to the reality of what is going on in Nigeria. Okay, so today we're going to be talking about the recently commissioned international deep sea port. Okay, a lot of people have asked a lot of questions. I've received a lot of comments, and today's episode, I'm going to do, of course, the educative part more, and I will be responding to some questions that I've received from a whole lot of people more importantly, investors abroad. And some of the things I'll be doing is I have some of those questions here, and I will be responding to them as much as I can. But very quickly, let's go to the airport. According to statistics, we were told that this airport is going to be the largest in Africa. We've talked about it being one of the economic game changer in Ibeju Lekki. I also mentioned in one of my videos that people have started using the airport despite the fact that it was recently commissioned. And, the airport has opened Ibeju Lekki to a new, change of development. However, when you want to understand the investment trend in Lagos State, Nigeria, you need to understand that a whole lot of factors must be put into consideration. Most of the things you get to see online is about get this property, which is good. But you must understand the risk factor attached to getting this property. You must understand the rudiments or the requirements that Lagos State will request from you in order for you to have, maintain, and keep that property for a very long time. So this is one of the reasons why we come online. We do an extensive analysis of some of these things so that you will not be throwing your money in thin air. Our job basically is to help you make a safe and, of course, a profitable real estate investment so that you will not, fall into the hands of the wrong person. I can recall many years ago, my brother did a real estate transaction with a developer on the mainland. Then I was still on campus. I've not started real estate then. And till today, we are still going to court, trying to sort the issue. It got to a point, I just told my bro, he said, this is pointless. We've been on this matter since 2015, and from all indications, things will get ugly. This is one of the experience why, this is one of the reasons why I always insist. See, I have not come here to talk back on anybody. I'm not come here to make anybody look bad. I usually say this, but you see, to some of the videos you see online, there is more to it. And that is why we're here to explain some of these things to you. And let me go say this. 7 years of experience in this field, I've seen a lot. 7 years on the field, real estate here in Nigeria, working with 4 different real estate developers. I've seen a lot. So when you see, if you say you need somebody who is experienced, who is professional, who understands this market, you should be looking at us. So I'll be showing you a short video of the recently commissioned deep sea ports, and I'll be back to explain investment opportunities and, of course, safety precautions. Stay tuned, enjoy this video, and I'll see you shortly.
It is a great honor to be here with all the guests today at the Lagos Midwest Zone as we celebrate the completion of the Lekki Deep Sea Port. We have the Governor of Lagos State, His Excellency Babajide Sanwo-Olu.
We are celebrating the completion of the construction of the port and the handover of the facilities.
We thank Lagos State Government under the leadership of His Excellency Mr. Babajide Sanwo-Olu and the entire Executive Committee for the support rendered over the years.
We were encouraged actually for the completion of the construction of one of the most modern deep sea ports that you can see anywhere in the world. Here in our state, Lagos.
Now, the recently commissioned deep sea ports has ushered Ibeju Lekki to a great limelight. When you look at the opportunities that await investors in this region, you will agree with me that Ibeju Lekki is going to become the hottest investment zones, more importantly for both local and foreign investors. The recently commissioned international airport stirred up a lot of interest in this region, and which is also awesome, which is an awesome thing. Credit to the Lagos State government for having these projects, managing the international airport, managing, the deep sea ports, and of course overseeing the activities at the free trade zone as well as the refinery. A big kudos to His Excellency, the Executive Governor of Lagos State, the person of Governor Babatunde Sanwo-Olu is doing a fantastic job, and I pray that God will give us, more governors like you even after your tenure. Um, we have witnessed a lot of transformation within this axis, and we must understand that as well as the opportunities abound, so is the risk factor and the scamming possibility. Now, whenever we have opportunities in real estate, I want you to understand that there will be chances of fraud. Okay? Now, in as much as fact that you're considering the opportunities, you should also prepare to handle cases that may lead to all this fraudulent act. Now, I'm not saying everybody that is advertising property is doing fraud. No, what I'm trying to say basically is that there will be issues. Okay? So you must do and deal with the right person to avoid these issues. Now, Ibeju Lekki will become a place for hospitality, tourism, business, fashion. Think of all those beautiful things. The arrival of the airports, the deep sea port, the refinery, mention it, the free trade zone, businesses will come here. We're going to have so many trade centers. We'll have people from Saudi Arabia, people from the US, the Chinese, people from all over the world coming to do business at Ibeju Lekki. Now, let me also come here to tell you that businesses and activities in Ibeju Lekki will be 100% regulated by both private and foreign sectors. I'll say it again. Businesses and activities in Ibeju Lekki will be regulated maybe 40% by private sector, 60% by the Lagos state government. So if you are positioning to get a property within this axis, more importantly, the international airport axis, the deep sea port axis, the Dangote refinery axis, which I won't even advise anybody to do an investment yet, the Lacampine Tropicana axis, you need a professional. Now, our job is like, we are like a map that points you to where you should invest. Now, let me explain something to you. It is not every investment that you should take at Ibeju Lekki, and I'll explain. A lot of government interest is in Ibeju Lekki. From what has happened at Okeogun, where several houses were demolished, what happened at Abijo, where several houses were demolished. When you look at the activities of, in fact, Lagos State government have been going to Ibeju Lekki for the past month now. It's like a regular thing. So government is interested in Ibeju Lekki. So if you must do a real estate investment, number one, you have to ascertain its safety. Hey, its safety. Then you have to be strategic. Now, our job basically here is to, now you have seen what the recently commissioned, the opportunity it will bring. The recently commissioned deep support will have investors. Now, what will happen basically is that investors coming to trade will need will need office spaces, shopping complex. Of course, people, expatriates will need maybe like a casino, hotels. Now, let me quickly go to the advantage. Now, the advantage is that if you have property in Ibeju Lekki, you are going to become a billionaire. If you have a property at Ibeju Lekki, you are going to become a billionaire because you can have hotels, rent it out for people. You can have offices, rent it out for people. You can have restaurants, rent it out for people. You can have different investment, fuel station. Think about it. Think of, now that means that Ibeju Lekki in the next 2 to 3 years will become the next Ikoyi, the next Banana Island. In fact, even higher value. So it is projected that property at Ibeju Lekki will be worth 50 million, 100 million, 200 million, 300 million, 3 to 4 years from today. That is the advantage. So wherever you are in the world, whether you're in the Canada, US, UK, anywhere you are in the world, if you're viewing this video, I want you to have it in mind to do an investment through a professional, most of the time maybe through us. Okay, you can do it through us. Now, that simply means that consider your investment at Ibeju Lekki as a good plan B, a good retirement plan. That means I'm not saying you should live where you are. You can, anytime you come to Nigeria, if you have an hotel, you don't need to be paying shortlets and paying a lot of money. Because I'm not saying you should not do shortlets. You can, of course, that even means you can start shortlets in Ibeju Lekki when the place open up. But just see it like this: you can have series of apartments. You can build high rise. At least I know a woman I'm helping to manage. The woman is in the US. She built 9 units of 2 bedroom on 2 plots of land. I'm not going to say that. So on each unit, okay, on each flat, she charges 2 million. Calculate 2 times 9, okay, for unit one. Calculate 2 times 9 for unit on a yearly basis. That's what she makes. Now she has obviously have a good retirement plan. So you can look at doing that at Ibeju Lekki. So more importantly, if you're abroad, you can manage whatever you're doing there and have something that gives you income here in Nigeria. Now, Nigeria is not as bad as it is portrayed, but Nigeria is just having its own challenges like every other nations of the world. And we believe, now despite the fact that all these challenges Nigeria is having, real estate has never ever lost value. That is the possibility. Remember what happened to, God forbid, it won't happen to you. I'm not prophesying something, but I just want to open your eyes to the fact that as long as it's a foreign land, a government can come to start enacting policies that may not favor people who are Muslim, not indigenous of those places. Look at what happened at in UK, the case of Roman Abramovich. If someone have told me that that man is going to lose that investment worth millions of naira only because of the fact that this country attacked Ukraine, of course there may be more to it. I'm not here to discuss that. That's not politics. But Abramovich wouldn't have considered losing Chelsea without taking a pain. So if that can happen to Abramovich, we should also have a backup plan. I'm not saying it will happen to you. That should be a lesson to everybody. More importantly, those abroad, that your work there, everything there, you can use it to do something here. Now, look at what happened to Ukraine. It's just quite unfortunate. I used to have a friend who stayed in Ukraine for like 5 years now. And before this whole war thing started, I've always been talking to him about having an investment. And before the war, he was in Nigeria. We spoke, and he said we will go and check out some properties, and which he later did not. And he left. Now, when the war started, he was forced to come back to Nigeria. And his regret basically was that if he had bought properties at that time, all these things would have happened. So this is more or less like an appeal. If you want to do the property, you can consider that. Now, to the plan B of it, or the segment B of it, is that today, if you want to do a property in Ibeju Lekki, forget what other people are telling you. Listen, if it is not a titled property, forget it. Let me say it again. If you want to do a property investment in Ibeju Lekki, if that property is not a titled property, don't go near it. Ibeju Lekki is the hottest zone. A point will come, it will get to the survival of the fittest. And the fittest will be people who can provide documents for the property they bought. So as away from the beautiful drone capture, the beautiful presentation you see on your YouTube, after those beautiful presentation and drone capture, my brothers and sisters in diaspora, ask for papers. Check before you pay. Because the way government will storm Ibeju Lekki, what we have seen at Abijo is child's play. What we have seen at Okeogun of Ibeju Lekki is child's play. Ibeju Lekki home will be the talk of the town. So that's why we're saying, see, forget what anybody, I'm not here to scatter anybody's business. If they don't have a title, I won't advise you buy. See, Ibeju Lekki is not a place now whereby you'll be thinking of 2.5, 3.5. They won't have title. And it doesn't matter what they've told you. Once the real owner comes, which is the Lagos State government, if you cannot provide gazette, excision, I'm not talking about excision they told you. The excision you can prove. My brother, my sisters, don't buy. There must be a situation whereby you can comfortably tender your document or your land certificates to government when they come, just like what they did at Ibeju. You must have Ibeju Lekki right now must be titled. That's why sometimes a lot of people ask a lot of questions, and because of the fact that I know most of these developers, I can't discourage you. The only thing I'll just say is that this is what and what and what you need to know. So if you must do an investment, whether you are going towards the international airport scheme, must be titled. Governor's consent, C of O, or Gazette. More importantly, that international airport axis. If you are going towards that Danko refinery axis, governor's consent, C of O, or Gazette. International airport deep seaport axis, and from important places in Ibeju Lekki. See, in as much as fact that there is opportunity, but you see, people who don't have document on their property are running on high risk of losing their property. So you need to understand that an investment in Ibeju Lekki right now has to be titled. Now, if you have bought a property that is not titled, I'm not here to discourage you. Try and get your title. Okay, you can start talking to a professional who can help you get your title, and don't wait. Start processing it now, because Ibeju Lekki right now is the hottest destination for real estate investment. Okay, and that's why we say we can help you. We have our land documents. We have done a lot of search. You just tell us what you want to do, whether it is hospital you want to build, whether it is school you want to build, whether it is fuel station you want to build, anything you want to do in Ibeju Lekki, we will give you professional advice on how to go about it. We'll show you places that we have verified, that we have the papers, that even if you want to do the verification yourself, you find out that our verification is what is intact. Okay, so that's one of the things. So in as much as fact that we have the deep sea port, we have the refinery, we have every other thing. If the property does not have paper, don't go near it. So this is where we're going to draw the curtain of today's episode of Property Matters. I hope you've learned a lot. In case you have questions on investment, you can do, because you can send us a message. We love interacting with people. We love sharing. And let me quickly say this: I am not a surveyor. I am not a surveyor, but we have teams of registered surveyors, people who are good at what they do, who can help you check and of course give you recommendations on what you need to do. Thank you very much. See you in my next video. Have a nice day. God bless.